A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to A&B Exam Forum. Student, in this PYQ series where we are solving the previous year questions of various competitive examination, and in today's session we are going to cover computer awareness, the introduction part. Okay, and all these PYQ presented in this particular session might be beneficial for various other competitive examination like RRB, SSC, ISRO, DRDO. Okay, so those who are interested in previous year questions, they can continue this session, otherwise they can skip this session. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's begin the session. So before going to the previous year question, you should understand what is the basic concept of this computer. Okay, so as you can see, this is a block diagram of the computer, and there are three parts in it. The first one is the input device. The second one is the central processing unit. This black box, as you can see, it is the central processing unit. In short, it is also known as CPU. Okay, and the third part is the output. Okay, this input output is another separate topic we are going to cover in the next session. Okay, for time being, you just understand the input device are those devices from which you can feed some data to the central processing unit. Okay, where this data goes, it goes in certain kind of memory. Okay, you can think of that memory stores some information. Okay, and after processing this data which is processed, basically, which we called as the information, is forwarded to the output. Okay, what does this output means? Output devices. Okay, there are various output device, monitor, printer. As you know, this is a very basic concept you must have learned in 10th class also. Okay, and the other which is very important for the exam point of view is this central processing unit. There are basically three parts in the CPU. Remember, first one is control unit, which is also known as CU. Okay, the second one is the arithmetic and logical unit, which is known as ALU. Okay, what does this arithmetic means? The operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all these are carried out by this particular unit. What do you mean by logic? Logic means is if you know whether it is less than, this is a comparison. Okay, like greater than, and, or, all those operations are logical operation. Okay, and the third part is the main memory, which is also known as primary memory. Okay, so, and one more thing is auxiliary memory, which is also known as auxiliary storage, which is again a different topic altogether. Okay, so in today's session, most of the PYQs are from the basic concept, and if you go with the RRB syllabus, it will be the architecture of the computer. Okay, the question will be very simple, so it is a very simple topic, but again on the other side, you should not skip any question from this particular section. Okay, and try to answer all the question with us. Okay, so let's see the first question. This is not related to the architecture, but for the introduction part we have put this question. So the question says, any person known as computer literate if he is capable only. Okay, these are the four options, like to run important application, to make antivirus software, to write program, to hack computers. So who will be known as computer literate if he is capable of what? Student, nowadays computer literacy is one of the important topic in school, college. So why it is important? So that computers literate person is able to run the important application, or the basic understanding he should know. So those who have given option A, they are right. What about the other options? To make, write antivirus software, to write program, to hack the computers. Okay, all these activity are done by the programmers. Okay, programmers, you can say they write the code, they write the instructions to the computer to make that software work. Okay, but for the computer literate, the thing is that they should able to handle the computer to run the important application that he should be capable of. Okay, coming to the next question, a very simple one and a very important one, in fact. Who is considered as a father of computer? Okay, these are the four options. Yes, a very simple one, and I know that you must have given Charles Babbage as your answer. Okay, he is known as father of computer, and he has designed analytical engine. Okay, analytical engine, which is basically a first computer of its type. So people regard him as the father of computer. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Which of the following chemical element tetravalent metalloids is used to make integrated circuits chip in the computer? So if you have some knowledge about the motherboard, so there are certain ICs in that motherboard. Okay, the physical part. Okay, those IC means what? Integrated circuit. So those ICs are basically made of some gates, and as you know, all the ICs are made up of the semiconductors, and if you see all these four options, silicon is a semiconductor, and option C, those who have given well and done. The chemical element which is found on IC is silicon. Okay, so option C is the correct answer. Okay, let's see the very simple one. Which of the following is not computer hardware? So student, as you know, they can be classified into two parts. First one is the hardware, the second one is the software. Hardwares are basically those devices which you can touch and feel. Basically those are tangible part, okay, which you can touch basically, whereas software are non-tangible part. Okay, non-tangible means which cannot be touched, okay, which cannot be felt. Like if you have your mobile phone, those are hardware. Basically those are, you can touch, you can feel those devices. Okay, but if I say can you feel the this YouTube channel? No. So that is basically a software. Okay, software, how YouTube is a software? YouTube is a application software, right? Which is basically run on the web server, that I'm not going in detail. Okay, so printer, as you know, it is a hardware, so printer is a hardware, so this one is wrong. Compiler, yes, compiler is a software, okay, which translate high level language to low level language. Okay, so this is software. Let's see the other option. Mouse is a hardware, keyboard is a hardware, so compiler is not a hardware, it's a software, so option B is the right answer. Let's see our next previous year question, a very good one, a very important one. The CPU, what is the CPU? Central Processing Unit, consists of these. Okay, the options: A, input output processing. This is a basically definition of the computer. It is not CPU, so you can ignore this option. As I told you in the beginning that CPU consists of control unit, primary storage, but not the secondary storage. Okay, so this option is again wrong. If you see option C, it consists of CU, arithmetic logical unit, and the primary storage. Yes, so option C is the correct answer. Let's quickly see the next question. This is very important question. Which part of computer is known as nerve center? Okay, nerve center. Okay, so as you know, the CPU, that is central processing unit, is known as the brain of the computer. Okay, whereas control unit, it, as I told you, there are three parts in it: CPU, control unit, arithmetic logical unit, and the memory. So CU is regarded as the nervous center. Okay, because it has various signals. It tried to operate various other devices. Okay, as nervous system in body, it gives signal to say our hand, so we move our hand. So in that sense, it is a nervous system of the computer. So option C, those who have given well and good, they are right. Let's see the next question. Which of the following is not part of personal computer? Okay, so let's see option one by one. CPU, that is central processing unit, definitely it is a part of personal computer. USB are basically secondary device, they are not the part of personal computer. Okay, these are secondary device, these are not the primary devices, so which are not essential for the working of computer. USB is not the part of personal computer, so option B is the right answer. What are this RAM and ROM? It is random access memory and the read only memory. These are type of memory which are required for the personal computer. So option B, those who have given well and good. Quickly moving to the next question. CPU related devices which can access by computer known as what? Okay, this is a very good one. Let's see who can give the answer. CPU related devices which can be accessed by the computer. Okay, this is basically the definition of peripherals. Okay, peripheral are which are not part of the computer but which can be accessed by the CPU. Okay, right? So option D, those who have given well and good, they are very much computer savvy. Let's see the next question. So the next question says Intel Core i9 is kind of what? Nowadays people have mobile phone and they are very much tech savvy, so they know that Intel Core i9 is the processor. Okay, this is basically a processor. Intel is one company and their one IC processor is Core i9. Okay, so it is a processor. Quickly moving to the next question. Which one of the following is not a hardware component of a computer? As I told you, there are two parts, hardware and software. Hardware which we can touch and feel, whereas software we cannot touch and feel. Okay, so I know you people will make mistake and tell me that out of these four options none of them is correct, but it's not true. Let's see. So keyboard, yes, it's a hardware, so this is wrong. Memory, you will say it's a hardware, but student, remember, it's not a hardware, it is just information stored in some devices. Okay, that chip is there, that is hardware, but memory itself is not a hardware. You cannot feel, right? You cannot touch that memory, right? But the device which capture this memory, you can touch and feel. So this is a tricky question, so option B is the right answer. Let's see the next question. Computer cannot work without what? This is a very nuanced question basically. Okay, computer cannot work without CPU. CPU, as you know, brain of the computer system. If brain is not there, how computer will work? So those who have given option D, a very good one. Let's see the next question. Which of the following is not part of the hardware of a computer? Okay, so you try to differentiate between hardware and software. Okay, so monitor, as you know, it is a input device, it's a hardware. Okay, it's a hardware. Keyboard is a hardware. CPU is a hardware, but Microsoft Office is not a hardware, it's a software. Okay, nowadays this are very basic question, but still they have been asked in various previous year questions. Okay, let's see the next question. Which one of the following is not a type of personal computer? Okay, so personal computer they are asking. Okay, all these are computer, but they are asking which of the following is not a personal computer. Personal, which you can use by your own. Okay, so like desktop computer, yes, this is basically a personal computer. Mainframe computer, this is not a personal computer. These are used by the companies which need lot of data processing, lot of storage. So those companies are using this mainframe computer. These are very costly one, but not the personal computer. Okay, palm top computer, again this is similar to the laptop, but it's a personal computer. Laptop is again one kind of personal computer. So option B, those who have given well and good, Option B is the right answer. Let's see the next question. Which one of the following statement is correct about a computer? A computer is composed of only software. No, it consists of both hardware and software. A computer can organize all information of its own. No, some kind of human interface is also required, so this is wrong. A computer is composed of only hardware. Again, we know that it's a combination of hardware as well as software, so option D must be the right answer. It's an electronic device basically which stores, retrieve and process the data. So option D, those who have given, well and good. Option D is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Computer follow a simple principle, that is GIGO. What does this GIGO mean? As I told you, there is input device, there is some output device, okay, and there is some processing unit. So whatever you feed, if you feed the correct data, it will process correctly. If you feed the wrong data to it, it will give the output wrong. So it is basically a garbage. If you throw some garbage into the system, it will throw the garbage thing out. Okay, so the thing is that whatever the input you are feeding, the same output you will get. Okay, so option A is the right answer. Coming to the next question, the processor which do arithmetic and logical process is known as. Okay, as I told you in the beginning that CPU, central processing unit, which consists of ALU, CNU and memory, and ALU perform arithmetic and logical operation. And arithmetic operation, when I say, it means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and many operations are there. Whereas for logical, it consists of comparison, taking some decision like less than, greater than, equal to, okay, and or, okay, those are logical operations. So option B is the right answer. Coming to the next question, which of the following is a component of CPU? Okay, a very simple one. We have seen a lot of questions coming from the central processing unit. CPU consists of, as I told you many times, it consists of CU, ALU and memory. And if you see, option A is there, so option A is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Which of the following do computing in personal computer? And we know the name itself suggests central processing unit. Processing means you are computing something. So option A, you just take a tick on it, and option A is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. The CPU of the computer is called what? Lung of the computer, brain, heart, backbone. As I told you in the beginning itself, it is the brain of the computer because it process all the information which is given to it, and it's give the output like our human brain. So option B is the right answer. Coming to the next question. A hardware device is usually located on the motherboard of a computer and serves as internal memory of computer. Okay, so these are the four hardware options which is found on the motherboard and serve as an internal memory. So RAM is basically an internal memory. It is also known as primary memory. Okay, primary memory, and option C is the right answer. Let's see the next question. The speed of CPU can be measured in what? Okay, so this is one characteristic. While you buy a computer, you just want to know what should be the speed, and speed matters a lot. If your computer is highly slow, then you will not able to do the computation. But nowadays computers are very fast because of the speed of the CPU, and the speed of CPU is measured in, nowadays it is measured in gigahertz, but previously it was measured in megahertz. So as you know, speed is measured in hertz, so megahertz for this particular question is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Meaning of MIPS in computer dictionary is what? Okay, MIPS, just remember this is a static one. MIPS means million of instructions per second. So your computer is able to execute the instructions which are fed to it, million instruction in 1 second. So that is called MIPS. Okay, so option B is the right answer. Coming to the data transmission speed, so suppose if you have your pen drive and you are copying into your computer, so that speed is measured in what? That is measured as a data transmission speed, and the unit for which it is used is bits per second. Okay, bits per second. Nanosecond is also unit, but it is a time unit. It is not the number of information you are passing per unit time. Megahertz, kilohertz, they can be sampling speed, but it's not data transmission speed. Data transmission is their data, as you know, computer take input data in the form of bits, and bits you are trying to send in 1 second. So that should be the correct answer. So option A is the correct answer. Let's see the next question. Which of the following is not a register of a computer? This is a high level question for the beginners. Student, there are certain kind of register. Register is again a kind of storage device or storage purpose. It is being used in the computer, and accumulator, stack pointer, programming counter, these are basic registers which store some information. Like programmer counter points to the current instruction, stack pointer points to the stack, means it stores the address of the stack where it is currently being present, and accumulator is the register store the value of some parameters. Okay, whereas buffer is also a terminology for the memory, it is not a register. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. So that's it. So we have seen almost 30 questions from the introduction part, the architecture of the computer, and in the next session we are going to cover the input and output device. Okay, and if you have anything to say, you can write in a comment box, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe it and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.